All right, guys, here we are for video number 3, and we're going to be doing back today. So I'm going to run you guys through an entire back workout. We're going to work everything from traps all the way down to the lumbars. I only train back once a week nowadays, so I try to get everything in. So we're going to get everything from a different plane of motion, different exercises. So follow along, watch the journey. All right, so most of you guys see the exercise I'm doing. Pretty typical, pretty standard bodybuilding stuff. I like to think my form is better than most. I don't like to swing. I don't use these body English or anything like that. However, this movement is not something that I would normally incorporate on my own routines or others. So I wanted to point that out to you guys. Like, I don't think most people need this movement. For me, I had a shoulder injury, another one. Yeah, I know, right? On this side, and there was no major damage, but after multiple therapists looked at me and we kind of determined the problem, my shoulder's trying to roll forward. So I have been stretching my pec excessively, and I've also been trying to strengthen my lower traps, upper rhomboid area. So that's the reason behind this, is to try to get that lower trap, upper rhomboid area a little bit stronger so it can actually pull my shoulder blade back the way it's supposed to be, and in order to keep from all this impinging. All right, guys, so that will wrap up my back workout. We're headed home now. Kind of give you guys a little brief overview and rundown. I typically do around 3 sets per exercise, same style, you know, control the weight, take things to failure. And one thing about back training you'll see versus like chest or shoulder training is sometimes it's kind of hard from a visual standpoint on watching a video to see if someone's taking every set to failure, because it may appear that I didn't, but if I don't get an absolute full contraction whenever I'm pulling the weight, to me, that's my failing point. You know, I'm not going to try for another one when I couldn't get the first one, or the last one technically, all the way. So I made sure that I gave it 100% today. I like to start with a lat pull, like an overhand, and then I'll do an underhand with my elbows kind of facing in. And I did a rope pullover. I actually prefer the dumbbell pullover over the rope, but I'm kind of still pampering and babying the shoulder. That dumbbell pullover is going to put a lot more stretch onto it, so I was attempting to, again, mitigate some injury here. And I want to stay healthy at this point, so I can't really, the risk is not worth the reward to me, so I have to pick and choose exercises that work best for my body, especially for the current times. But then I want to do 3 rowing movements, and I very specifically try to do these rowing movements with my elbow in different positions. So like when I do the low row, I try to keep them a little bit more tucked into the side. And then when I did my dumbbell rows, they're a little bit, you know, sticking out. But then when I do the Tbar rows, my elbows are actually rather wide. So I'm hitting my back from 3 different planes of motion. And I want to make sure that I recruit all the muscle fibers that I can, rather than doing, I mean, I did do a lot of volume. That was like 23, 24 working sets, something like that. You know, the old me probably would have done 40 to 50 working sets. And my body did respond better to high volume, but as you get older, things do tend to change. You know, from a hormonal standpoint, you know, obviously I'm not to where I once was, so my recovery is not quite there. So again, you just adapt and change with the times and the circumstances that you have. And this is what I did today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. You know, I'll try to answer everyone. And anything else you want to see, let us know. And then also, once I get through some of the basic training, since we're just now getting this YouTube series going again, we'll start making videos where I'm talking about more advanced techniques, when and why to incorporate stuff like drop sets, supersets, rest pause, forced reps. You know, we're going to get a little bit more into that, so stay tuned on that because it's coming soon.